Today we're looking at the deadlift. The deadlift, like the squat and the bench press, makes its way into pretty much everyone's program at some stage. There are two types of deadlift used in powerlifting competition, conventional and sumo. Since conventional is the most common kind of deadlift, this is the one we shall be looking at first. Grips. When you lose grip of the bar, it is caused by the roll of the barbell against your fingers. When the bar becomes too heavy for your grip to stop the roll, it simply unravels your fingers, resulting in you dropping the bar or being unable to pick it up. You have four options when it comes to grasping a deadlift, all with pros and cons. Double overhand grip, the weakest of the four options. This is done simply just by grasping the bar. This grip can be used to develop your grip strength during warm-up sets. Simply use the grip up to a weight you can't pull and then switch to one of the following. Weightlifting straps. These are two lengths of fabric that wrap around your wrists, and then you twist them around the barbell towards yourself and grip the straps themselves. This is the strongest of your options, but isn't allowed in powerlifting competition. As the barbell tries to roll out of your fingers, it rolls into the straps and tightens your grip. The only limit to what you can lift with this option is the strength of your hips, knees and back, and actual material strength of the straps themselves. Mixed grip. This is achieved by putting one hand over like a normal grip and having the other hand placed as shown in the picture. This is the most common grip used in powerlifting and is much stronger than a double overhand grip. Overuse of the same mixed grip can lead to twisting in the pole and uneven muscular development, so you might want to swap your grip around each set, or use straps for your training and only use mixed grip in the build up to a competition or when pulling heavy singles. The hook grip. The same grip used in the snatch and the clean. This is achieved by trapping your thumb against the bar using your index and middle finger. This is also a strong grip, however it takes some getting used to as it puts a lot of pressure on the thumb and can be painful, especially during a deadlift. The starting position. Start with your feet directly under your hips with your toes pointing forward or slightly out and shins against the bar. Bend at the knee to grasp the bar using one of the grip options discussed previously. You want your grip as close as possible without impeding your pull, so having your arms brushing against the outside of your legs is usually advised. Lift your hips up so they are higher than your knees with your shoulders in line or slightly behind the center line of the barbell as shown. Next, place tension on your arms, pulling them long. Think about pulling the slack out of them. Pull your shoulder blades together tightly and arch your lower back inwards, achieving a neutral or lordotic posture. Finally, rock back onto your heels and look up or slightly. Keep your head and shoulders back, weight on your heel and your back neutral, break the bar free from the floor. When you feel the bar beginning to move, accelerate it as quickly as you can. Think of tearing the bar violently towards your hips. When the bar is past your knees, bring your shoulders back and hips forward to finish the concentric portion of the lift. As you return the bar to the floor, reverse this process. Start by hinging back at the hip, leaning forward with your torso and lowering the bar down your thighs. When you reach your kneecap, simply bend at the knee, similar to as in a squat, and return the bar to the floor. A brief discussion on posture. When you first start deadlifting, you want to be as anal with your position as possible. By keeping your spine in a stable and structurally strong position, the deadlift is a very safe lift and can be almost performed daily without the need for breaks. If you are training for sport, weightlifting, or for bodybuilding and fitness related goals, then you should always be looking to keep your back in the same good posture, as this will allow you to use this excellent exercise without any of the negative effects the extra stress losing your position could bring. However, when you start to become stronger and maybe want to take part in powerlifting and strongman competition, you will not be able to lift with sufficient intensity to become competitive in these sports whilst maintaining perfect posture. When you deadlift to these intensities, some change in spinal position is inevitable. The things to be wary of when you're training for these goals are the rate of position change and where this change occurs. Acute change of position caused by jarring or wrenching of the bar is best avoided, as this will place large stresses on the facet joint and fluid capsules that allow you to articulate your spine. This may lead to a fracture of the facet joint or a slipped or herniated disc in extreme cases. Slow gradual rounding of the thoracic spine, and to a lesser extent the lumbar spine, will have less of a negative effect but will still require much greater recovery periods, as this asks the postural muscles of the spine to act concentrically and eccentrically under load, which causes much greater amounts of muscular damage than would be caused by holding good posture during the lift, as the muscles of the spine would be acting isometrically. Therefore, periods of rest of between 5 to 10 days after heavy deadlift sessions with less than perfect form would be advisable. This concludes our tutorial on the deadlift. This exercise has many benefits for almost every trainee. However, when not given the respect it deserves, it has the potential to cause injury, especially with unsupervised novices. By starting off light and progressing at a reasonable pace, you can use this movement to build tremendous strength in the hamstrings, glutes and back, as well as building up a thick and muscular posterior chain that other exercises can't really come close to building. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section of this video or email them to the link provided in the description. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.